Grayson Chance was a young singer who got his big break on Ellen. He extremely talented kid. He like did a cover of Paparazzi that was really big, and then he obviously put out his own music. And he was on that show, and he recently did an interview with Rolling Stone where he said, and it's harsh, but probably accurate. He said he has never met someone more manipulative, more self-centered, and more blatantly opportunistic than Ellen.
Wow.
Ellen had signed him to her now shuttered label 1111 in 2010 after his viral cover of Lady Gaga's Paparazzi. But Grayson said she became, quote, domineering and way too controlling before then completely abandoning him once his music started to underperform. Ellen herself has not addressed the allegations, but a source told Entertainment Tonight that Ellen and the team went above and beyond for Grayson, adding that sometimes careers just don't take off. So
Ellen is a monster.
Claiming that, really, I guess, her team is claiming that, sometimes it just doesn't work out, and sometimes people just don't, a kid he's not going to have that stardom, but he's extremely talented, and he is extremely talented. He still puts out music. But I don't find that to be like a crazy thing. I feel like he is now at a place in his life that it's 12 years later where he's like, and he was really young. He was really, really young at the time. So it's like, I'm sure that was, his parents were involved with things like that. And now he's looking back and being like, wow, that was really fucked up.
Didn't she call him and yelled at him for not watching the Justin Bieber documentary I saw?
Yeah, I believe that was also a story that was told, yes.
If you're going to make it in this world.
No, really. Like,
no,
actually. So it's so wild. But you know what? I did not realize that Charlie.
What a freaking monster.
Yeah, Charlie Puth was signed to 1111, which I did not realize. Like, I guess I just didn't really, in my mind, Charlie Puth was just
Charlie Puth.
He just has been Charlie Puth this whole time.
So does Ellen take credit for Charlie Puth's success?
Probably. Charlie talked about what Grayson had said in a different interview with Rolling Stone, and he had said that we both have different experiences, me versus Grayson, and he said he didn't exactly say the same, but Charlie did agree with Grayson on at least one front. He said, I do agree with him that no one was present, certainly, after the creation of my first demo EP. Charlie, who signed to 1111 after gaining prominence on YouTube, ended up leaving the label in the end, but he said he's not putting any blame on one person, but from a collective. All the people that were in that room, they just disappeared. I didn't hear from anybody. So it just sounds like maybe she had a very poorly run label.
Shocking.
Like, it's just,
well, she had a show to run.
Yeah.
Ellen was worried about the Ellen show.
Yeah.
That she's gonna have.
The
she wanted it all.
In charge of the label clearly weren't doing their job.
Ellen wanted it all.
Yes, for Charlie to say after I did my first few things, everybody just disappeared. That's not good. Not good at all. That's definitely not what you want out of your label. So it's just another unfortunate Ellen DeGeneres interaction.
I honestly can never get enough of unfortunate Ellen DeGeneres.
Well, no,
interactions.
I honestly feel like
all the kids that went on.
Yeah,
let us know what happened.
Yeah, well, I feel like now's the time.
Stories.
I feel like now's the time that people, now that the show's over, and
she really it kind of.
It could seem like people really could have.
It seemed like it ended really quietly, like the show.
Yeah, I think that was the point.
I know, but I don't know.
I think it was kind of like, oh, we'll give her one big send off. Let's bring Jennifer Aniston out here, remind everyone that Jennifer Aniston and Ellen are best friends, and
all the really famous people like her because I'm sure she's
because she
treats
them right.
Yeah, exactly.
She's not going to treat the.
Don't you think Jennifer Aniston
she doesn't treat the
stuff?
Little people that way? She treats the big people that way.
But if you're Jennifer Aniston, then I think she's probably like, damn. I'm sure that.
No, I mean, I do feel like sometimes those A-list celebrities are just, they can't
comprehend.
No, it's not even. No, not even that. It's just you have to base your relationships off of your own personal interactions, because when you're that famous, you know how many rumors there are about you and people say shit all the time. So in their mind, they're probably like, oh, I've had stuff made up about me before. I personally have only had good interactions with Ellen, so I'm going to go off that
True.
instead of what, like, and then, you know, I'm sure there's also another level, and some A-list celebrities are absolutely wonderful and nice and beautiful to all walks of earth, and some are probably not. So,
But there are still rumors about the people that are nice to everybody.
of course,
And
yes.
the other celebrities, then they feel bad for Ellen. Oh, Ellen, I'm so sorry you're dealing with all these
Yeah.
rumors.
Like, oh,
But
Ellen,
then
she's only been so nice to me.
The only other person I hear about is James Corden.
James Corden's another
Yeah.
I
monster.
heard that he's a monster.
I'm actually not
Yeah.
sure
I don't
about
know, but
that.
people do say that. I don't know if that's true.
I think I see more mixed. Like when the rumor started to come about Ellen, it was a floodgate.
Yeah.
It was like now everybody was like, okay, yes, we're finally talking about Ellen. I feel like with James Corden, it's still sometimes mixed. Like people are really like, people have stories, but then some people are like, oh no, I had a good interaction with him, which I'm sure people have had good interactions
there's
with
something about
Ellen at some point.
No,
But
but like if you look at both of them, it's like James Corden, like I could see him being nice. Ellen, it's like I don't see anything in her.
You're a big Ellen hater. Catch Ellen on the wrong day. Whew.
yeah,
Whew.
yeah.
I'd be scared. I'd be scared to be your
It was very
employee.
disappointing for me to see. I really did enjoy watching all
Right?
the Ellen
Remember,
clips.
it was during.
I would literally watch. I would go or watch on TV, or I'd watch them all on YouTube,
Right.
on Ellen Tube.
Then Ellen Tube, the Never Have I Ever clips. I loved
Yeah,
those.
I know.
What a downfall she had.
When she would make Andy go through the haunted houses, I loved
You know what they
that.
say: you either die a hero, or you live long enough
Yep.
to see yourself become the villain.
Yep.
But Ellen is probably living her life right now. in
Oh,
her-
Ellen is doing just
Mansions.
fine.
No, I mean, financially, I think
Yeah.
she is, but I also think she's the type of person who's like, her whole legacy is like ruined.
Well, the thing is, she was like the nice person.
Yeah.
That's
Like
what
it was like, it's not even like James Corden isn't like, oh, James Corden, the nicest guy on earth. You know what I
Yeah,
mean? Like
yeah,
nobody's
yeah.
saying that about
I don't
him.
think James Corden signs off his show was be kind to one another.
Oh, that is the telltale sign that somebody is not the nicest person. Whenever you see somebody on Instagram, they write a mean comment and you click their bio and it's always be kind. Or like it's always that way. It's always the people telling
Something
other people to be
religious.
nice. Yeah, or a Bible quote. Like
Yeah.
it's always the people telling people to be nice that are mean.
Agreed. So I feel bad for Grayson Chance because I feel like he did not get the support he needed when he was trying to build his career, and he is a very talented singer. Have you seen
Justin,
The
Justice
paparazzi?
Sorry, I said Justin. I don't want to trigger Grayson by saying Justin Bieber. But justice for Grayson.